period. Like, hey y'all, so I decided to do get ready with me quick weave closure, and right now I'm just prepping my hair the night before because I had time on my hands. So yeah, you won't see me using the blow dry or anything. I was just taking my time and letting it dry on its own. I use spritz to basically like mold my cap down for the closure. You might see I'm getting a little blonde there, but yeah, I'm just molding my hair down. I put some concealer on the cap so that it matches my skin complexion because I didn't bleach my knots. Now you'll see me cutting holes in my ears because, as I said before, I was being patient. So I went to sleep like this and let it dry overnight so that it could be like fully dry and not rushed or anything like that. So I just cut holes in my ears and then went to sleep. This is me the next morning. I'm using 2 packs of premium purple pack, hair glue, bow hold, well, Ghost Bomb, pretty much the same thing. My spritz that I used the night before. A comb, a brush, and I'm just prepping everything. I got my scissors as well. So now I'm about to just outlay like where I'm going to lay my track set with the hair glue. It's not going to damage my hair because I didn't put that much, but I'm just going to put that around the back of my cap so that it's secure. It's going to be secure when I lay my tracks down, but it's just like a little bit more security so my cap don't keep rolling up. Now I'm about to just prep my closure, combing it. You're gonna see me spraying it with spritz, just like to lay down my flyaways, because this closure had a lot of flyaways. I forgot where I got it from. I got it like a while ago, and I just decided to use it again because I'm natural and I don't want to put no damage to my real hair. So yeah, I'm not doing nothing major, just parting it, making sure my flyaways are laid down for when I lay it down on my Ghost Bond glue. I'm just fitting it to my head to see how far up I'm gonna come above the cap. Now I'm going to lay my first layer of Ghost Bond. The cap is basically like for protection for my edges for when I use the Ghost Bond. So I don't know about other people, but I lay my cap really well, and when I take it off, it just comes off. Like, my edges don't go with it or nothing. Like, the cap really helps protect my scalp, especially when you use spritz first. And I'm going to apply that about 3 times. I use about an inch. I cover about an inch with glue just so that my closure could be secure and I don't have to keep laying it every night or every couple days. And I'm not going to glue my closure down first with the hair glue. I'm going to glue it with the bow hole first so that it's secure and not crooked when I actually do lay it down with the hair glue. It just works best for me so that my part is directly in the middle how I want it to be, how I like it to be. Everybody is different, but this really works, like, especially if you're doing your own hair. When I do other people's hair, I don't do it this way, but this works for me. And then now I'm just about to lay it down with the hair glue around the lace. I cut off all my lace when I do, not all my lace, but the little excess lace that you usually sew down. I cut that off when I'm doing glue-in closures so that it can lay flatter. Now I'm just holding it down so it can dry. I'm not using the blow dryer because I don't know why I'm not using the blow dryer. I was kind of like rushing, but at the same time I wanted like everything to be precise. So you won't see me using the blow dryer. And this turned out really good for me to not be using the blow dryer at the time. I'm just making sure my closure is secure, period. That didn't take long at all. Like, I know the blow dryer would have speeded up the process, but it was pretty much the same, honestly. Because I let the glue dry, get tacky, and then I attach it, and it stays down. So now I'm just about to put my closure in a ponytail so that it's not in the way for when I start to lay down my tracks for my glue in. I'm just opening up my hair. I'm gonna cut it in half. So you don't have to cut your tracks like down the middle when you're taking it out the pack. I just do it because it speeds up the process. And I'm just spraying my hair with spritz so that it can get tacky and so that the glue can attach way better. Because, I mean, it can attach on a dry cap, but me personally, I like it to be tacky. Like, it makes the hole more bold. Bold hole. This is some good pack hair, by the way, from the beauty supply store. It was like $20 a pack for a 12-inch. It was definitely longer than I expected. And I really love this hair. It sheds. I mean, all pack hair sheds. Well, all hair period sheds when you cut the wefts, especially for a glue-in. But like overall, like this is like the best pack hair that I've ever used. Premium Purple Pack by OUNTRE. And now I'm just about to place that first track under the braids that I have. It's just like a security track, basically, like for secure. I am going to go and cut that in the back, the excess cap in the back. I just want to make sure that my hair dries first. And then the tracks after the first one, I'm going to place from ear to ear and like on the braids. Like you see how it's the hump? I'm going to place on those braids. It's not going to cause a hump in my hair. I swear it's going to be flat. That's the reason why I put the secure track in the back. Just I don't know, it's just like security for me. And you'll see me just placing the tracks from ear to ear, putting glue on it. I know y'all gonna get on me in the comments being ghetto and not using the blow dryer, but you don't have to use the blow dryer at all. I'm showing you, if you don't got a blow dryer, you can go about this way. I know people might ask, like, why do you use a tan cap, or like, why don't you put concealer on the whole cap? One, I personally use tan cap instead of a black cap, because some people basically use black caps for quick weaves. I personally feel like those are for, like, if you have a leave out, like if you're having your real hair out. I use a tan cap because I'm doing a closure, and I only coat the top half of my head with concealer so that my lace matches my closure, basically like a scalp like effect, because I did not bleach this closure and I still got a good outcome of the part. You're gonna see me doubling the tracks just to make the process go faster. Like I said, I wanted to take my time with it, but I also didn't want to take all day, honey. Okay, honey? So I'm doing 3 tracks at a time, 2 tracks at a time, and I'm just still placing them behind my ear. You're going to start to see me curve the tracks to the front of my head instead of just going side to side. That's because I want like that in the face. I want the in the face look for this style. I want all my hair to fall on my face, and that gives it a better look. So this one you'll see that I'm starting to like curve up more on the sides versus going side to side, just for that look, that in the face. I want all my hair to drop down in my face, and that'll definitely help curving it to the front versus going side to side. It's not really gonna be so much in the face, just your closure, and then it's gonna be thin on the sides. I'm just gonna repeat that process. Follow on the Now what you see me doing is spraying the cap. Like I said before, I do that so that it could be tacky, because once the spritz dry up, it's going to be like a really tacky on the cap. Plus we add the glue that's going to add a stronger hold. I highly recommend, and it really helps. Follow on the So I don't know if you guys started to notice, but as I'm applying more tracks, I'm coming from one side of the closure to the other side of the closure. One, this is to secure the closure, because, you know, glue might not always be secure. So I'm So I'm adding extra security by placing one end of the track a little bit onto the lace of the closure, just so that it's actually down, like down, and I don't want it to lift or anything like that or come off. That's one thing. Like, a track is okay, but your whole closure to come off, like, no. So I'm going to be placing my tracks in a U shape around my head from one end of the closure to another end of the closure for that specific reason. Follow on the pressing down on this so that it could be stuck to the cap a lot, and then I'm going to finish the rest off camera. Now I'm back, and what I did off camera was I straightened one side just to see if I wanted to cut it or not, because I did want to go with a short bob, but I was just thinking like if I wanted shorter I could just come back and cut it later. So I straightened one side, and then I made my parts much more straighter and neater because it wasn't so neat. And now I'm just straightening the other side, and I know y'all might see me go over some pieces of hair a lot. It's just, I love straight hair. I'm a big neat freak when it comes to hair and when it comes to it being really, really straight. So yeah, that's just what I'm doing now. Follow on the video. Now I'm just about to go in with my hot comb. I forgot the name of this hot comb, but I'm gonna look it up and then put it in the description bar below. But I'm just running it over my closure so that my closure can be a lot more flatter and neater. So that's what I'm doing with the hot comb. Just making sure the lumps and stuff are out and that it's really, really flat. Now I'm just about to cut, like do like a long blood cut and just straighten my ends out with the scissors. I was gonna do a short blunt cut, but I felt like a longer blunt cut would have been cuter because I never wore one before, so this is new. And yeah, you might see me going over the cut a few times, and it's just because I can't see the back of my head, so I'm trying to get it as straight as possible. I really like this look. It's a really, really natural look, and it turned out cute. So off camera, I finished my hair, and then I decided to do my makeup, which I'm still practicing on. So yeah, you might get a video later if I'm confident. But that's just these little clips of me, steps of me doing my makeup. Not really doing my makeup, but just sneak peeks of what I can kind of do. And I just went with a natural look and lashes. now I'm just finishing applying my lashes, and then I'm gonna add my highlighter and matte finish off camera. The finished look will be at the end. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, dolls. Y'all did so good on my makeup, like, period. Like,